Welcome back, everybody. Commandant, as you can see, must now address me as Emperor, King of France. Two high-ranking officials are in need of our help. Choose to rescue them or not. That's kind of fucked up. So, again, welcome back to Stratego. We're going to continue on. I just want to remind everybody again that because we are in the Napoleon campaign, there is a possibility there are multiple versions of certain units, whether that be a marshal or a general, spies, on this board. So, there might be a lot of a particular type of unit. There should only be one, or I want to say two of, but, you know, that's usually only the, 7s and 8s. Eyeballs are not working right now. Having trouble seeing. Should fix something. Should fix some things, I should say. I made the screen a little bigger there. Yep, there's bombs, of course, protecting these guys, so we're gonna need to get a... We've got, let's see, 2 miners, 3 miners, so we should be able to get them uncaptured, but I do need to clear the way for them. So I'll be killing off these captains and such. Should... So, as you can see, the flag is protected by bombs, so I just need to keep an eye out for this guy, miners, so they don't accidentally take my... Oh boy. Alright. My spy is hidden in the opposite corner, so we're not going to worry about that 2 or 6. Because they're both dead. Nothing I can do about it. Split these two, take whatever this is. Good. Scout, that's fine. The flag is likely in one of the corners. Could be elsewhere. Hard to say. You're likely dead, though. Yep, that's a bomb. I don't care about that. Fine. So... Yeah, as expected. Alright, that's probably not a general. Could be, though. Alright, there's the colonel. And get the marshal out. Not really sure what's up in that corner there next to the marshal. Probably... Guessing it's probably a, bomb, but I'm not going to test it without some knowledge of what I'm running into. Captains, that's fine. There's a lieutenant. A major. Not much I can do with you. Press in with these guys, though. Fine. Don't want to risk it. Probably not. There's a miner, that's okay. Yeah, just move him up until I run into a roadblock. In this case, that should be the roadblock. There should be a bomb right next to the 9, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. There's the Marshal again. Great example of me not remembering where shit is. I wanted to make sure that wasn't a miner for some reason. Because that'd basically be game over for me. I have nothing to protect it against. That's alright. Now we know where everything is. This miner is likely dead after I open up these 2 bombs. Because I'm guessing, well, we know there's a bomb here, but I'm guessing there's not a second bomb behind it. Alright, there's the general. So we'll just bring up our Marshal, and that'll be the end of this game. For some reason I want to take the stupid fucker, so that's what we'll do. Barrel right through you. 2 more turns. And you're dead. Hooray! We did it! Well, Commandant, the English are thoroughly defeated. Attack our next city or something. I didn't read fast enough. You've secured the flag of the nearby woods. You can now go freely all-out attack. So the flag is in the upper right-hand corner. If you let a character get behind you, you're more or less going to lose this. So the premise behind this mission is you want to keep everything in front of you. You also want to watch out for those scouts, because the scout can, in the best case scenario, go 1, 2, 3 moves and be done with this. So, you know, obviously the computer didn't do that, but could have done that, and that's why I'm putting the 7 in the way, so that we don't accidentally end up with a situation where, I mean, like, literally, if this one right here is a 9, you know, it's like game over. Just push right through the 7. I can't catch up with the 9. That's fine, you can die. You're dead. See, there's the 9. I mean, he could have just pushed right through the 7 and that would have been the end of this game. I mean, I don't know if you know, the programming is the programming. So we're strictly speaking, if this was a human, would the human know what type of units I have? Because if the unit knew what what type of units I was carrying on the other side of my the board, they would know that I only have 1 9 and 1 10 that could stop that 9 from moving in. Okay. Once you figured out where my 10 is, you know, there's only the 9 left on the board. And you could take a gamble and say, well, it's unlikely that they have a situation where this 9 happens to be here. And even if it is, even if the 9 is where the 7 is right now at the corner of that long column of woods, I still trade my 9 for a 9 and I roll through with an 8. And I just keep an eye on where the 10 is. So there's a 10. There's a great example. You know, there's only 1 10. Blow through, you know, if you blow past where my 10 is, there's nothing I can do to stop that. And again, as a reminder from the beginning of this episode, just because I eliminated the marshal doesn't mean there isn't a second marshal hanging out somewhere. That's what we're kind of keeping an eye out for. So there's a colonel, that's fine. Keeping my spy back in case there's a second marshal hiding around somewhere. Did he move south? Well, there, I'm dead. I can't catch him. That's why this mission is so fucking hard. Because, you know, he gets past my line of defense and it's anything relatively strong. And that's it. Yeah, so he's gonna eat all my guys now. The only thing that can stop him is this 9. Which you could easily... That, however, always happens. Nicely done, Commandant. Pack up and prepare for the next battle. We're moving off to Russia, which, if anyone knows their history, is where Napoleon's became Napoleon's end. There's great commander. Next target will be Russia. If you ask me, you outnumber them. Fair. Don't tell Bonaparte. I really doubt his judgment on this. So, as we know from history class, Bonaparte makes I wouldn't say it is a fatal flaw for him, but I don't really know if there's much to be said in his, you know, could be said about him, but basically the Russians burned all their stuff as they retreated, so they left nothing behind for the French army to feed on, and by doing so, or house themselves, they basically starved out the attacking army as it progressed through Russia towards Moscow. So they say a war is often won first in the mind, and then the mind and the heart, and then physically through whatever. You know, either through superior arms or dedication of soldiers to, you know, dedicate their lives regardless to an end. Because if you don't have the people who believe in the war, that you're fighting, then, you know, they're as good as dead to you. Because they won't fight for you. They'll just be passive pawns in the grand story of history. Yeah, that becomes the question. Is do you try to save the 5 or anticipate with the 6? I mean, this mission isn't terrible. It's just that you are having to defend a flag with no bombs. So at a certain point, if a very strong enemy takes a good guess at where your flag is, and sends an enemy that's like an 8, 9, or a 10 towards the flag, there's like little that's gonna stop you. And yes, I just lost my spy. In like the worst possible way ever. But imagine it. In a more normal play, you would either A, not let that happen, or B, that would be more common. Yep. Always great. See, you got we got double marshals running down the field. Isn't that great? Which marshal do you like better? Marshal A or Marshal B? Alright, well, we know that this is a captain, so we're gonna cross that, and that leaves only a couple spots, 2 spots that the flag could be in, mostly over here. Alright, great. Those guys are dead. Yeah, see, if they had pushed a little bit harder there... What's this? Seems the Russians have sent Moscow ablaze. They cannot have it. So can't we? Damn Russians is all useless. Useless! Good day. You do not know me, nor do you need to. Pulling rain must be ended. Take caution. He is very powerful. I think we should be able to push through this one pretty quickly. Have a pretty good idea of where the lag could be. We're gonna have to keep an eye. I'm mainly interested in seeing if anything on the other side of this set of trees that are opposite of the scouts are moving. If they're not moving, they're probably bombs. Or he could have hidden into one of the corners, but that's less likely to me. I like how each unit makes kind of a different noise. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. There's really only a couple units that make different noises. Miners and generals. Or what do they call those things? The majors. They're the only ones that really... Marshal is what the word I was looking for. The only ones that seem to get kind of like their own special sound. Like I said, along with miners for some reason. So we're gonna push through here. I'm pretty sure it's around here. So, up there's the flag. Great. Alright, that was what is this treachery? Not part of your actions, you shall be exiled to Elba. Alright, so I'm going to cut the episode here. When we come back, we're going to finish off the rest of Napoleon's campaign, which is him escaping Elbe and then ultimately being defeated at Waterloo.